Sometimes people do not create pressure by raising their voice. They create pressure by asking a simple question and expecting you to answer before you have had time to think. Take a slow breath in and allow your attention to settle just enough to notice what is happening. You are in a conversation where the tone has already been slightly tense. Money has come up before, and there have been delays. Then the question arrives. How much do you need right now? You feel it immediately. Your mind begins to move quickly, searching for the safest number, the most acceptable answer, the response that will end the discomfort as fast as possible. For a moment, the urge is simple. You want to answer quickly. You want to reduce the tension. You want the pressure to move away from you. Then something becomes clear. This is not only a question. This is urgency pressure. It is a way of setting the pace of the interaction before you have chosen your position within it. You recognize the pattern because it feels familiar. This is not the first time pressure has arrived through timing. It is not the first time the moment has tried to rush your thinking ahead of your clarity. You notice the old response beginning to form. If you move too quickly here, you will not just be giving an answer. You will be accepting the pace that has been imposed on you. That is the interruption. You pause, not to withdraw from the conversation, but to stop the automatic reaction before it becomes behavior. And in that pause, one thought becomes clear. If you respond from pressure, you reinforce it. That thought changes the moment. You do not need the perfect number. You do not need to explain your entire situation. You only need to respond in a way that protects your position. So you slow the interaction down from the inside first. Then you speak. Right now, I need 1,000 to cover the immediate gap. The bigger issue is timing, because delays increase the cost. You stop there. You do not explain further. You do not soften the statement. You do not rush to make the other person more comfortable with your clarity. You allow the words to stand on their own. Something shifts. The pressure does not disappear, but it loses some of its control over the moment. The conversation is no longer being shaped entirely by urgency. It is now being shaped by structure. And that matters, because the person who controls the pace of a pressured exchange often controls the outcome that follows. You noticed something else as well. You almost rushed. You felt the old pattern begin. But you recognized it while it was happening, interrupted it, and chose differently before it fully took hold. That is not a small thing. That is the behavioral shift. You are no longer someone who simply feels urgency and reacts to it. You are becoming someone who recognizes urgency, interrupts it, and defines the pace instead. Clarity slows pressure.